Hi, my name is Terry Harrington, and I would like to welcome you to a new edition of Technically Speaking. Technically Speaking is a monthly program produced by the St. Clair County RESA that features the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. We will show you what is offered and give you an in-depth look at the variety of programs of study provided here at Tech. And not only will you get to meet and see what students are actually doing, you will even have the chance to meet Tech staff members and alumni. In this edition of Technically Speaking, we are looking at another one of the great programs here at Tech, Automotive Technology. Despite the major cutbacks in the auto industry over the past several years, the job prospects for automotive technicians is extremely bright in Michigan and across the country. America's Career Infonet is projecting up to a 17% increase in the number of jobs available for automotive technician students through the year 2020. And the wages are expected to be well above average as well. Some employers are reporting difficulty finding workers with the right skills and education. So job seekers who have completed formal training programs, especially candidates with training in advanced automotive technologies such as hybrid fuel or computer systems, should enjoy the best job prospects. Automotive Technology is one of the original programs at Tech. Sure, it's changed a lot as the automotive industry has evolved, so we'll learn more about the Automotive Technology program with Tech instructor Brian Hunter when we come back from this break. So don't go away.
What are your plans after high school? What job are you going to get? Going to college? Starting a career? What do you want to do with your life? Our knowledgeable and highly qualified teachers and staff can help you find a career that fits you. We offer courses in exciting career areas in a high-tech environment. The teachers at St. Clair County Technical Education Center are professionals who have extensive experience in the fields in which they teach. They have high expectations for the professionalism and success of each student. Tech offers a safe, clean, college-like environment at our campus on Range Road in Marysville. Whether you have a passion for working with technology, interacting with and helping people, or using your artistic flair for design, you'll find a program that matches your interests and abilities at St. Clair Tech. I did. My name is Brittany and I am a Tech student. See what we have to offer by coming in for a tour, speaking with a Tech representative, or visiting our website at sctec.org.
Welcome back to Technically Speaking. As you can see, we've made our way to the High Bay area, and that's where the Automotive Technology program operates here at the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. And joining me now is one of the instructors for the program, Brian Hunter. Brian, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Terry.
Well, like any other program here at Tech, the instructors come with some specifics that they have to be able to do, and obviously a lot of that is the background that you have. So what kind of background do you have in automotive so you're able to teach in this program?
Well, I'm a graduate of this program. I graduated from Yale High School in 1987. I was a student in this program at that time. I went to a technical school in Livonia called Motec. I spent about 15 years in the field working in both dealerships and independent garages, and the opportunity came they were looking for a instructional technician at the time. I applied for it, got the job, and I've just worked my way up. In the last 2 or 3 years I've been the instructor.
Great. Has the program changed quite a bit from the time you were a student?
Oh, leaps and bounds. And not only has the technology changed, but the program itself has changed tremendously.
How?
It's gotten a lot better. It used to be you could kind of do whatever you wanted to once you got through the core program, and now it's a lot more structured. It's laid out a lot more like a college program would be, where you're doing one program at a time, and that allows us to get through 5 of the 8 areas that you can be certified in by the state of Michigan.
Now also too, because of the change in the technologies, we're just not teaching kids to be shade tree mechanics anymore either, are we?
Absolutely not. You open up the hood of your 2000 whatever car and start trying to point out components, you can't do it anymore.
Now, what are some of the skills that the kids coming out of your program will have?
They'll have a good basic understanding of electrical, certified in brakes, steering, suspension, alignments, engine repair, and they get a good understanding of how the engine, how everything kind of incorporates itself and actually makes the engines run.
Now also, in addition to learning those skills, aren't the students also preparing for state certification?
Yes, sir. If they've listened to us and they've done what they've needed to do, they can actually walk out of here as a senior with 5 of the 8 state certifications offered by the state of Michigan, and which is required in order to go out and actually earn a living. You have to be state certified. They can go work at a bell tire, they work at Firestone, they could work at an independent garage and be able to show the employer, look, I'm already state certified in these areas. That's what they can legally work on and actually earn money.
I know a lot of the other programs, the students have the opportunity to compete in state and national competitions. How about your students?
We participate in Skills USA like many of the programs here in the center do. We also participate in a program called 4AAA Auto Student Troubleshooting Contest, where the students actually get an opportunity, and it's a select, these are the best of the best students. They get a chance to not only work on a brand new Ford product, but they also get to compete against one of 10 other schools, because there's only 10 schools that ever make it to this competition at the state level. Over the last 4 years, we've been fortunate enough to go to the national contest twice. We've come in 6th place in the nation, and we've come in 44th in the nation. There's scholarship money that's available. My instructional technician, Mr. McLean, he is actually a student of the program. He participated in Skills USA. He participated in 4AAA, and he actually went to college pretty much on a free ride.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, what kind of skills did the students need to come to be successful in your program?
They need to be able to locate information. Most of the stuff that they are going to do anymore, they have to find it either online or have to find it in a repair manual. So they have to be able to locate information. Being able to understand math, it sounds funny, but math is kind of a requirement in this program as well, because you have to be able to read like micrometers, and you have to understand angles of doing alignments and things like that.
Generally, we think of this as pretty much a male-dominated field. Is that still true today?
We're trying to recruit more girls into the program. It's still considered a male-dominated field, but we want more women in it. It's an equal opportunity. The more you can earn, or the more you can actually turn a wrench, the more you can earn. It's called a flat rate basis, so you're paid by the job. Some women are really, really good at it, and you can get a specialty where, you know, a smaller statured or smaller fingers can get into like dash work and things where I can't. So it gives them a leg up. There's areas that they can get into that I just can't work on.
And if mom and dad came up to you and said, why should my son or daughter look into the automotive technology program at Tech, what would you tell them?
There's so much opportunity for growth. There are many, many dealers that have started out as porters, where their job was washing cars, getting them ready for new car delivery, that have moved into the ownership role. You can move in, you know, service manager, things of that nature. So there's lots of opportunities you can go into.
Well, Brian, thanks for giving us this overview of the automotive technology program here at Tech. When we come back, we're going to have the opportunity to meet some of the students, so don't go away.
What are your plans after high school? Our knowledgeable and highly qualified teachers and staff can help you find a career that fits you. The teachers at Clair County Technical Education Center are professionals who have extensive experience in the fields in which they teach. They have high expectations for the professionalism and success of each student. Tech offers a safe, clean, college-like environment at our campus on Range Road in Marysville. My name is Brittany, and I am a Tech student. See what we have to offer by coming in for a tour, speaking with a Tech representative, or visiting our website at sctec.org.
Welcome back to Technically Speaking. We're here in the automotive technology area of St. Clair County Technical Education Center. And joining me now is a senior from Marine City High School, Scott Rudolph. Scott, welcome to the program.
Hi, how you doing?
So this is your second year of the program, right? Okay. Explain a little bit why you chose automotive technology.
I've always been interested in cars, and from when I was little, I just tearing everything apart, lawnmowers, weed whip blowers, everything. So I always want to get into something bigger and better. I'm like, well, I'll start automotive, and I want to get into diesel semi-trucks. That's what I want to end up. That's where I want to end up.
So you want to be an actual mechanic? You want to be a designer?
I want to be a technician.
Oh, okay, great. How has this program met your expectations? Is it everything you thought it would be, or even more?
I learned more than I ever thought I would in 2 years. From before I started, I had basically no knowledge, and now I have 4 state certifications. I'm working on a 5th. I've learned a lot.
Great. Now, what certifications do you have?
I have brakes, steering, suspension alignment, electrical, and engine repair.
Okay, good. Which one was the toughest out of those 4?
Probably electrical. That was the longest program. That was one of the hardest. And engine performance I take next week. That's going to be hard too.
Okay. And what's the, so that would be your 5th one?
Yes.
And then that pretty much will prepare you to do what now?
I could graduate high school and go work at a shop. I could have a full-time job just straight out of high school if I wanted to.
Is that what you plan to do, or you plan to further your other education?
I'm going to college in Indiana for heavy-duty diesel truck and automotive. I'm going to get 2 associate's degrees.
Oh, okay. So it's still a 4-year program, right?
No, it's 20 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's accelerated.
And then what will that allow you to do when you're finished?
While I'm in school, I'll be able to take all the ASC tests. So after, that counts as 1 year of experience. After I get a job, I work for 1 more year, and then I'll be Master ASC certified in trucking and automotive.
Wow, fantastic. Explain to us a little bit how the program works. When you walked in the door as a junior, what happened, and worked your way up to where you are today?
From the start, junior year is intro to automotive technology and fundamentals of mechanics. Give you basic knowledge of tools and just basic automotive. And then you get into the main programs, which is the brakes, and then the steering suspension alignment programs. That's junior year. Okay. And senior year is electrical, engine repair, and engine performance. So those 3 are a little bit more involved, but the first year gives you a basic understanding.
A lot of hands-on activities for you kids?
Yeah, it depends on the program. Brakes, sometimes there's a little bit more class work. You have to understand more theory. But then suspensions is almost all shop. It's all hands-on. You definitely get dirty in suspension.
I mentioned the electrical, a lot of classroom stuff, a lot of theory that you've got to learn too, don't you?
Oh yeah, electrical's long. It's a lot of understanding, a lot of physics. But that's today's cars. It's electrical. That's what everybody's pushing for now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, right from the carburation all the way down, right? So, how much does technology play in what you have to learn and be able to do here?
Well, now technology is so much more than it used to be, that using scan tools and other electrical equipment is a must. You can't just go along and think you know what it is. Everything is electrical.
Okay. Now, explain this a little bit. What's this machine that we're standing beside here?
Well, this is a computer for the alignment rack, and alignments are very important. I mean, tire wear, steering, how your car handles, that's what this is going to help with. Once you get any suspension work done, you need alignment. So it's important.
So you almost need to be a computer expert to work on a car today, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot more technology in alignment racks now than there used to be. It's not quite as simple as it was before.
If some student came up to you and say, hey Scott, you know, I'm thinking about going to tech, what program would you recommend and why would you suggest they come to tech?
If they were interested in cars, I would definitely recommend automotive. It's a great way to start if you want to get into it as a career, or if you want to learn how to work on your own vehicle. If you want to gain any knowledge about cars, this is a great place to be.
Now, you've mentioned you're looking to work into diesel engines and that type of thing. What kind of income can you expect to make once you get your certifications and finish up your technical training?
I've looked at a lot of jobs for diesel truck mechanics, and I've seen starting rates anywhere from $20 to $35 an hour.
Wow.
So, I mean, salaries are pretty high. Blue-collar jobs are definitely coming back. There's office jobs, there isn't as high of a market as there is for blue-collar jobs.
Now also, Mr. Hunter was telling us too that some of your students are able to participate in some skills competition, I guess, with other students around the state. Tell us about your experience.
I competed in Skills USA junior year and senior year. Junior year at locals, I ended up making it to regionals for electrical. And I didn't qualify for states that year, but I hadn't gone through the electrical program, so that's understandable. Senior year, I qualified for the Master Mechanics for regionals. It was a great experience. You learn even more in skills than you do in the classroom because we don't have time to cover everything that we do. So skills is a good way to go. You can earn a lot of scholarship money. There's great opportunities in skills.
So really, that's above and beyond what you do here in the classroom,
oh, yeah.
Right? A lot of practice after school and that type of thing?
Oh yeah, you have to be dedicated to it. You can't just slack off. You have to want it.
Great. Well, let's turn this machine around and we'll take a look and see what it takes to do an alignment here.
What are your plans after high school? What job are you going to get? Going to college? Starting a career? What do you want to do with your life? Our knowledgeable and highly qualified teachers and staff can help you find a career that fits you. Tech is not the ordinary, it is the extraordinary. We hope that you'll visit St. Clair TEC soon. To learn more, visit our website at sctec.org or see your high school counselor today.
I have with me John Alessandri, a senior at Algonac High School. Why did you decide to get in the program?
I've always helped my dad work on his 67 Fairlane. I've always been interested in it.
Fantastic. Well, we're here in front of this computer and we've got a car in a rack. Why don't you describe for us what we're going to be doing today?
We're just going to be checking the alignment and see how far off the angles are, and then we're going to do a caster sweep. Just measuring caster on the cars, turn the steering wheel.
Let's go ahead and get started and then describe to us what you're going to be doing.
Just got to roll the car back.
You're fine.
So it senses everything. Ready? Reblock the wheel. Just pull those pins. I just pulled the pins out so these plates can move a little bit and everything kind of sits down so it gets to get a picture of being measured right now. And the next step, we're going to do a caster sweep. We just measured the caster on the front tires and it brings it around, and if you look on there it shows all the angles of how it's sitting. Toes in, it's going to wear the tires more. And on front-wheel drive cars, the toes out, so that when you go, it kind of toes in a little bit. And on rear-wheel drive cars, front tires are towed in a little.
How important is it to keep our cars aligned, especially around here where we have so many potholes and things every spring, it seems like?
It's very important. The tires, it wears on the tires a lot if your alignment's bad, and just potholes can really screw it up, and if anything's loose or anything's going bad, just make it worse.
Now here I notice you've got devices on both the front and the rear wheels. Usually we think about the front because you're turning all the time, but it's important really to do what, a four-wheel alignment every time you do this?
Well, depending on, like, if it's a front-wheel drive car, there's also like struts in the back too, which you have to align because those can get out of whack too. But on a truck with leaf springs, you don't normally have to align connected right to the leaf springs, which won't move. The front's always, you got to align because there's so many other moving parts compared to the back on a truck.
Okay, so it's really an important piece of just regular maintenance a car owner needs to do, right? Great. What are your future goals here?
My future goals are to finish here and then go on to college. And once I'm done with college, I'm hopefully get a job in being a diesel mechanic.
What are your plans after high school? What job are you going to get? Going to college? Starting a career? What do you want to do with your life? Our knowledgeable and highly qualified teachers and staff can help you find a career that fits you. You can earn college credit as well as professional, state, and national certifications that will put you ahead of others as you begin your career. I did. My name is Brittany and I am a tech student. See what we have to offer by coming in for a tour, speaking with a tech representative, or visiting our website at sctec.org.
I want to thank John and Amanda for demonstrating what it takes to align a vehicle and tell us the importance of why we need to keep our vehicles in proper alignment. But right now, let's go over and meet a former automotive technology student who's also an instructor here at Tech now, Bob McLean. Bob, welcome. So how long has it been since you've been an actual student here at Tech?
Well, I graduated from here in 2008 and went to 2 years of college, and I'm back here.
Great. So tell us a little bit about what your role is here at Tech now.
Well, I'm the automotive instructional technician for the second year automotive. I help out with students, working on cars, engines, and electrical stuff.
Okay, great. Tell us a little bit about your experience as a student here at Tech. What was that like for you?
Well, it was really fun. I was always interested in working on cars even before Tech, and then Tech just built on that and taught me a lot of, you know, professionalism, how to get a job, and got me through college too.
And here you are.
Here I am.
Great, and it's got to be kind of neat, I would think, for you to be able to share the knowledge that you've gained here with the current and future students.
Absolutely, yeah. I can always tell them a few things about my experiences.
What was some of the favorite things that you did here as a student at Tech?
Well, I really enjoyed doing Skills USA and Ford AAA. The extracurricular stuff kept me going.
Okay. How difficult was it for the program? Was there a lot of extra homework and things you had to do, or the program seemed fairly easy for you?
I wouldn't say easy, but it was challenging but fun. So it kept me busy, kept me motivated, kept me going.
Tell about your experience with Skills USA and the AAA troubleshooting program that you participated with.
I did both Skills USA and Ford AAA my senior year, and made it to nationals in both programs, and I won first in states in both programs and got me scholarships and got me through college.
Tell us a little more about that experience, especially participating in nationals. That's something most of us don't ever get a chance to do. So it's
going to Kansas City, going to downtown Detroit. I mean, tons of people, way out of my element, but it was a great experience, troubleshooting cars, and it was fun, real fun.
And you had some good success there too, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, great. What about the after? Weren't there some scholarships and things that you won as a result of that too?
Yes, I won scholarships to UNOH, OTC, WyoTech, and I ended up going to UNOH with $20,000 worth of scholarships.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations to you on that. Now, explain what that school is.
It's another automotive technical college. I went through the high performance end of it, and it taught me everything from steering, suspension to electrical systems, tuning cars, everything.
And my guess is you would have been a little more difficult for you at college without your tech training.
Absolutely, yes. Without this class, I would have had to take 2 more classes because we articulated 2 of them out of there, brakes and steering and suspension. So it helped me a lot.
Sure. As we wrap up this edition of Technically Speaking, just a couple of quick questions. What advice would you give to the current students here at Tech based on your experience?
Go to college. Absolutely. You can't go without it. College is what you got to do, and Tech is the place to get you through it.
Okay, great. And if a younger middle school, high school student came up to you and say, Mr. McLean, I don't know what I want to do with my life, what advice would you give them, and especially what advice would you say about attending Tech?
Well, I would say go visit Tech, look at all the programs, and see what you like.
Well, that's great. So yeah, it's fantastic, and congratulations to you and your success. And,
thank you.
And glad to hear all about that. And we want to thank you for joining us on this edition of Technically Speaking as we celebrate 35 years of the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. And we hope you've enjoyed this look into the automotive technology program, and we'd like to thank constructor Brian Hunter and Bob McLean and the students for showing us their knowledge as well. And to learn more about the automotive technology program or any other program here at Tech, please go to the St. Clair Tech website at sctech.org. And we hope to see you next time on Technically Speaking.